Hi everyone, it's Leilani. Welcome back to my channel. So today is time for another Project Life spread for week 13 of 2025. So this week I am using some different products than normal. I am using some fun bits and pieces from Ali Edwards. So I don't use a ton of Ali Edwards products, although I love her videos and all of her projects, but a lot of times her products just aren't really my exact style. But I did peek on her website the other day and there were some of her like kits and stuff that were on sale. So I grabbed two of them, and I'm sorry to say I don't know exactly which ones they were. One of them has a very happy theme to it, so I'm going to say it's probably happy, like a story kit or something like that. And the other one I'm not really sure, but I just grabbed two that I thought I could work with that would be good to add into my Project Life stash. And so you'll see bits and pieces of it here. The title card that I'm working on now, that was a piece of pattern paper from one of the kits. And I use another piece of the pattern paper there on one of my smaller photos. And then I grabbed out a couple or three maybe of the 3x4 cards as well. I am going to trade one of them out as I go, but you'll see that. The majority of the embellishments that I use are also from Ali Edwards. One of the kits had all of these like very thin, what is that called? Like a thin outlined label sticker. And oh my gosh, I don't know if y'all could see that, but I almost had a big mistake there whenever I grabbed my ink pad. The top flew off and luckily it landed right side up, so it didn't like get all over my photos. But my heart dropped for a second. But anyway, I love the labels. I love the cards that came with these kits and some of the little embellishments. So I have a lot of fun playing around with them here. So for my title card, I did grab out a really old stamp set. I know it was like with Retro Hip Mama, and I don't remember who, honestly, that she collaborated with, but it's like a week stamp set. So it says week in all kinds of different ways, and I've had it for years. So that is the stamp set that I use for the top. I just grabbed out some random numbers from my stash, used one of those labels to add in my dates, and then I do use a roller phrase stamp, and I just picked out different phrases and I add those onto the little labels in different places on this spread. So you'll see that I just kind of am trying to figure it out, put things into place. I loved these embellishments that were in one of the kits. They're like fabric embellishments. And again, they're all very happy themed. You'll see they say, just keep smiling. Happiness is for the making. Find joy in the ordinary. Phrases like that, which to me work out perfectly for my Project Life. So I was happy to add those in. So as I'm kind of getting things into place, let's chit chat about the week and about the photos. So this was a really fun, happy week, and that's why I thought that they would go perfectly with these products. So this week, me and my mom had an absolutely wonderful day out and about together, and that's where the majority of these photos came from. So if you're used to following along with my Project Life, you'll know that I definitely like to document mainly one day if I have the majority of the photos from a random Thursday and I don't really have any pictures from the rest of the week. I definitely don't mind if my entire week is focused around that one main memory. Like I don't need in my Project Life spread to have each of the days of the week documented in some way. That's just not how I do it. So this one is very heavy on this day of me and my mom, but we had such a nice day. So it was a beautiful spring day and we got out and about. First, we went to our favorite bookstore, Novel. So I do have that picture at the top, which I changed black and white. I just thought that it flowed better. And I love to have like a really filtered black and white photo mixed in. Sometimes I love the look of that. And after we went to the bookstore, we went to this really cool flower display at the Dixon Gallery and Gardens in Memphis. And they had all of these tulips. I mean, every color of tulip you could think of, so many tulips. It was so beautiful to walk around and we really enjoyed ourselves. So of course there's like 4 tulip pictures on here. And then actually once I'm done with this spread, you're going to see how I embellish 2 other photos as like a little insert. So we'll get there here in a little bit. You'll probably see these photos around in different projects here and there because I really love them and I'm having fun documenting them. They're really special photos to me. So the more the merrier, right? Besides the tulip photos, here you'll see that I do have a picture of 2 little eggs that I have in my hand. So our neighbors' chickens have still been coming over. So if y'all remember that saga from the past years, we do have a lot of chickens that come over, and sometimes it kind of ebbs and flows. Sometimes there'll be like the whole squad. Sometimes we just have one or two. And right now we still have one chicken and one rooster that have been coming over here. So sometimes I will find eggs, and I just think it's cute, and I had to take pictures of it. Then besides that, I also have a picture down here at the bottom of mine and my mom's drinks, and we love to go to get our Starbucks mostly on Fridays, and it's a fun little morning activity that we like to do, and we love seeing our favorite barista there, and she wrote our names on the cups and put little hearts and stuff, so I just wanted to document that. And then I do have one other small photo of me and my dad. He was just outside my house. I share property. I'm neighbors with my parents, and so he was outside my house doing something like down the driveway a little bit. So I went to sit out there with him the other day, and I was like, oh, let's take a picture really quick and send it to my mom, because I knew she would like enjoy that. So I did, and I had it, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to pop that in because I don't get enough pictures with my dad. And that's something that I want to make a mental note of for myself. And I've definitely done this before in the past, where I'm like, I want to take a note of that and try to get more pictures with him, especially like over the next few months. That's going to be a goal, because just if we're doing something, either family photos or a selfie with him, it doesn't have to be all the time, but I'd like to throw a couple more in there, because it's that time of year. He'll be outside. I can easily snap a photo here and there. So now this main spread is done. You can see it came together really quickly. I did change out one of the Allie Edwards cards for just a random card there that said Coffee and Adventures. I think it's from Citrus Twist kits, and it's really old. So I really liked it. I thought it worked out perfectly because I had both pictures of coffee and we had adventures going on. So I thought that was perfect for this week, and the color scheme worked nicely. So as I was mentioning, I have a lot of pictures from our special Tulip Day. So I wanted to blow up two of them as 6x8s, and I was going to put these back to back in a 6x8 pocket as an insert in my Project Life album. So that's a thing that I've been loving this year. Instead of doing the 12x12 layouts, I am doing these smaller inserts, either just additional pockets, or sometimes I'll print off a 6x8, or I've done those the 6x12 that I showed in a different video at one point. So this is what I decided to do for this one. Had another selfie there of me and my mom, one of those ones where you have to turn the camera around old school style, and you do the 0.5 zoom on your iPhone, and then it will take it like farther away. You always have the funny arm in it, but sometimes I don't mind that. I kind of like the look. It's almost like that fish eye look. And then you could see all the flowers behind us. And then I had this adorable photo of just my mom, and so I definitely knew that I wanted to blow that one up and document that. So in the Allie Edwards kits that I got, one of them had this 12x12 sheet of paper that had all of these circles that are perfect for cutting out. So this one said something about an adventure. So I cut this one out, popping on one of those black embellishments at the top, and then I'm going to add the date and a little bit of journaling up there to that circle. And then what really inspired me was this one sheet that you saw had 3 of these. It said, love this because, and it was numbered 1, 2, and 3. But I thought, well, I'll just cover up the number, and I'm only going to use one of them. And I fussy cut that out. And then I thought, okay, that'll fit perfectly on this photo of my mom, because really there was a lot of empty space on that left side of the photo. So I love the way that looks. And I was going to add in some journaling. So the next thing I believe that you'll see is that I'm going to have some typed journaling set up. I'm going to I really wanted to add 1 gold star to each one of these. Well, by the end of the video, I'll have added 3 gold stars to that selfie page, because I kind of messed up my circle a little bit. And so I had to make do. I had to cover something up. So here you'll see my journaling. I decided to do type journaling just to change things up a little bit, since I always do handwritten journaling in my Project Life spreads. I just thought that typed journaling would look nicer, and I could kind of get my thoughts out a little bit better. So here's where I make my big mistake. I'm trying so hard, y'all, to do this perfectly and to make sure it's straight. And at the last second, I drop this sticker paper completely sideways. It is so stuck. I totally ruined my entire piece. And thank goodness, this particular pattern paper had 3 different ones of these because I was able to just cut out a different one, cover it right up, and you can't even see the mistake. But boy, would I have been upset if I only would have had one of these. That would have been really sad. So you can see that I just do it over. It just has a different color at the top of that little like banner at the top, but that's okay. It all works out, and we were able to figure it out. This other one, I'm fussy cutting out each of the lines of my type journaling just so I could fit it into that circle a little bit better. So this one is just in general, just a few thoughts about me and my mom hanging out together. The love this because with just my mom, I wanted to give a bit of an update because I'm just so grateful. If y'all have been following along here, you'll know everything that happened in December with my mom, and just a few months later, I mean, she is fully recovered and she's doing so great and all of the things. So it just makes me really happy, and I'm so grateful that we're able to do all of these fun things together. So at that point, I've added everything on. I'm going to put these back to back, and then I'll show you a little bit more up close of how this all ended up turning out. And at the very end, I will show you how everything kind of looked together in my album. I do get a little bit of my boom stand in the way. I don't know if you'll really be able to tell, but that's like the last few seconds of the video. But just letting you know, but it is what it is. You know, we're dealing with it. We're rolling with it. So the last thing that I'm going to do on here before I show you up close is I am going to add one of the Avery index tabs. So I have these in a lot of different sizes. Of course, these are a staple in Ali Edwards' her inserts and things, and I've been also using them for years and years after seeing her use them. So I'm going to take my roller phrase stamp and I'm just going to write gratitude over and over on this one, or stamp it, cut it out, pop it in, and then we will have that all done. So super easy. And I love the way these larger photos look in the Project Life album. I've always enjoyed, even when I was doing the 12 by 12 spreads, I love to add in really special photos just as 6 by 8s because I just like having them a little bit bigger. And so I'm really happy to have these cute pictures with my mom, and I love adding in a fun insert. I've been adding in a lot of inserts this year, and I've really been enjoying them a lot. So here is a little up close look, and I hope that you enjoyed this process video. If you did, please give me a like, and please also consider subscribing. And of course, I will be back at you super soon with more fun videos. So have a great day, friends, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, y'all.